Cynthia Killian here, and welcome. Welcome to today's video, which is actually having tea time in the garden today. And today is the new moon in Aries, so it's very springy. This is one of the first warmer days of spring that we've had, and maybe, hopefully, you can see in the video some of my daffodils are blooming. But they've been blooming for a while now, and it's actually a little warm for them today because it's right around 70. Anyway, welcome to today's video with me, Psychic Cynthia. And today I would like to talk about why you should regularly call upon and communicate with your spirit guides. Have you heard about your spirit guides? I know most of the people that follow me on Facebook and watch my YouTube videos have heard of spirit guides, but maybe you're new to all of this and maybe you don't know much about what spirit guides are. I don't want to go too much into breaking down all the categories today, but just to make sure that we're on the same page here, your spirit guide or guides, this is a beings, I believe we all have multiple spirit guides, but at least one. And so this is a being that is on the other side. Now, when I say on the other side, I actually just mean in another dimension, a non-physical dimension. So this is a being of assumably greater wisdom, or maybe they just have greater wisdom or a higher perspective, a different perspective, because they're not currently incarnated in a body. But typically, in order to become a guide, a spirit has to have evolved at least to the point where they would have some wisdom, some knowledge, something to share, and not be mired down so much in their own personal drama or karma as a soul. And there's all different kinds of spirit guides, and we could get into that and break that down. And like we could talk about angel guides, which are a different category of guides. They're a different lineage of guides. We could talk about guides that have been human before in incarnations, maybe even talk about fairy guides or fairy guardians. But there's this concept that we all have angels or guides who are with us, guiding us, right? Leading you, protecting you, and working to help keep you on your path, your higher path. So, this is your team, right? And the way that I see it, my own personal mystical feelings on this, my own experiences, what my guides have showed me and what I picked up on from other people's guides in their readings, is that when you have a guide or guides, there is a strong link there. I mean, usually you have been connected through many lifetimes and many realms of experiences with your guides. So this is really like your soul family in a way, only it's the part of your soul family, these guides, that they are not currently physically incarnated. So even though you may have people here on this plane that you feel are your soul family, which a lot of times is completely different than your physical family, it could be, there could be somebody in your physical family who you also feel is part of your soul family. But I think if you've been on this path more than 5 minutes, that you know that a lot of times the people that we meet, that we feel the strongest spiritual connection with, are not from our biological families in this lifetime. And that would be something to explore for another day, why that is. But it simply is for many of us. But the thing is, like, you may have your soulmates here and your soul family here, but these guides that they're operating from these other non-physical dimensions, they are your soul family too, your spirit team. And they want to help you. And the thing that I'm trying to get to here, I want you to understand, is that you are part of one unit or one family with your spirit guides. As far as I can tell, what I hear in the readings and what they tell me, You are the part of your spirit guide team that gets to incarnate in this lifetime. I want you to think about that for a moment. You have the special role, dear one, of coming down, descending down into the earth plane and becoming, physically manifest, taking on this body sack and getting to participate in this realm of co-creation, getting to manifest. That is the role that you got. You won the lottery. Because your guides, they're working through you here. The guides, they are spirits, and yes, they can do certain things on this earth plane, but there's a lot they can't do. It's very difficult to influence matter, for example, any form of physical matter, when you're coming from the higher spiritual realms, when you're not in a body. So, in a way, you are the hands and the feet of the rest of your spirit team, your guides. And by the way, that's probably why they want to help you so much. It isn't just because they're holy and spiritual. I mean, yes, they are that too. And they're wise and enlightened and all of that. But, this is your role in the team, is to be here in this beautiful earth plane. And to do whatever your calling, your purpose is. And also part of that is to help fulfill the team purpose of your spirit guide. So think about that for a minute. You're not alone, okay? Even if you never consciously, on a very conscious, direct way, connect with your guides, even if you choose not to do that, you're still doing the work for the team that needs to be done here on this earth, or at least you're supposed to be doing that, okay? And so a lot of these great ideas that come into your mind or inspirations, a lot of them aren't from your own mind, okay? A lot of them are from your spirit team who are putting those ideas forth for you so that you will fulfill your own personal destiny here, as well as the great works and the destiny that you agreed to do on behalf of the team. Does this make sense? I mean, I don't know if this is the first time you're hearing this or even thinking about it. It might seem a little crazy. You might think, well, you might even think, I don't even know who my guides are or never felt them. How can I be part of a team with them? Well, a lot of this stuff takes place like way before you were born in this world in terms of the relationships you have built with your guides. That happened way before you came into this body. So, getting born physically and going through childhood and earth, which can be somewhat traumatizing, you forget things, okay? Really, all a psychic person is, a person who is more psychic, highly psychic, they are just a person who didn't forget as much, or they re-remember, okay? So that's what you're doing here with this video today, hopefully re-remembering this connection with your guides. And this connection with your guides, it's so important because, well, if you will engage that connection consciously, in other words, just by sitting in quiet meditation a few minutes a day or several times a week at least, and opening to your guides, asking them if there's anything they want to tell you today, asking them what's on their mind, asking them if there's something they want to help you with today. Ask your guides if there's something that you need to deal with today, something you're overlooking. This is your spirit family on the other side, okay? And don't worry if you don't know, quote unquote, who they are. A lot of times when people come to me for a reading, and we talk about their guides, especially if they're new to this, they want to know who their guides are, like what their names are, what their lives were if they had lives on earth. And here's the thing, who your guides are, I don't even think that most of us can really understand while we're in this realm and in this body. All we can understand is if they want to tell us a name that makes sense to our human ears, or if they want to tell us about a lifetime of existence they had that was here on this earth, because that will make sense to us. Who your guides are today, though, may have nothing to do with that. Do you understand that? That if your guide, let's say your guide was a Buddhist monk 1,000 years ago. Well, that was a freaking 1,000 years ago. Your guide has been on the other side for a long time in dimensions you probably can't quite yet imagine. Of course, if you will meditate daily and work on building your chi and your prana, your energy, through whatever practices you use to do that, whether that's yoga, qigong, or tai chi, or some people do it by practicing Reiki or hands-on energy work. It's a similar, different path, but a similar one. If you work on the meditation and practicing your energy work, or your energy movements, as I like to do, or you can also attune through being in nature. As you can tell, I also like to do that. But however you do that for yourself, in other words, if you will dedicate yourself to spending a few minutes each day to spiritually attuning and just simply opening to your guides in the way I've described here, you will start to understand more about them and their experience on the other side. But don't get too wrapped up in this idea of, who your guides used to be like 1,000 years ago or 500 years ago. Or, you can explore that for curiosity's sake if you wish, but it really won't help you to fulfill your destiny here on this earth plane. And remember, that destiny, your guides are tied up with that too. This is a shared destiny, and you are the one on the team who is here, who is carrying out the actions on the earth plane. You got it? So there's great benefit in obviously consulting your other team members every day. And remember, they are existing in realms outside of the earth plane. So just as you can do some things they can't do because you're here, they can also do some things differently. They can see things differently that you can't see. I think with them being, connected into the timelessness realm, they can see the bigger picture. And so that's why I, like to connect in with my guides. And they will give you the best guidance, your own personal guides, if you're open to that. And listen, just because you talk with your guides, it doesn't mean that you don't have some of your own wisdom or your own knowledge. It doesn't mean you give your power away to your guides. It means you share in power. It means you share in love. If anything, communicating with your guides empowers you. It increases your ability to act effectively as a human and to be evolved and awake here. Again, what I really want to get across about this today is that if you want to live your path of higher destiny, dear one, if you want to answer your calling and not just live a happy life, but if you want to have meaning in your life, purpose, then it is necessary to tune in to something beyond just the limited human perception. And that is what opening to your spirit guide team will do for you. So with that in mind, I will leave you with that for today. And hopefully in the next few days, you'll take some time to connect with your own spirit guides and see how wonderful it can be. Until next time, bright blessings to you all and love. Namaste.